Super Infinite characters here. Welcome. This is like gonna be negative version of Anthony versus positive. All right, let's begin. This is negative. Man, this neighborhood is dumb and stupid. I hate living in this dumb neighborhood. This neighborhood is dumb and stupid. I hate living in this dumb neighborhood. Alright. Alright, now this is positive, Anthony. Alright, now I gotta stop complaining about where I live and be grateful for how I live because I have a good life. And I gotta make sure I take care of my house and treat my house with goodness, I guess. I gotta take care of my house, which means I should probably clean up my room on Friday. And I should probably, yeah, I just gotta take care of my house. Because if I don't take care of my house, then I might not be able to make it out of the city limits of Wilmington, Delaware. And I might not be able to get a better house than the one I live in right now, and I might be living within the city limits of Wilmington, Delaware forever. And I wouldn't want that to happen because I wouldn't want to have to deal with living within the city limits of Wilmington, Delaware in the future again. I wouldn't want to have to, if in the future, if it was the future, then I probably wouldn't want to have to deal with living within the city limits of Wilmington, Delaware again. And I would probably want to live in the suburbs. But I'm going to live in the suburbs in the future. And I'm not going to live within the city limits of Wilmington, Delaware forever. Because I'm going to take care of my house. But I'm just saying, if I don't, then I probably won't make it out of the city limits. I probably won't be able to make it out of the city limits of Wilmington, Delaware, man. I might be living within the city limits of Wilmington, Delaware forever. Or when I grow up, I might not be able to live where I want to live, and I might only be able to live where I could afford to live. Like, Brandywine Village, Baynard Village, the Ninth Ward area, or the North Brandywine neighborhood of Wilmington, Delaware, Northwest Wilmington, Cool Spring, Tilton Park, Hilltop, the Flats, Little Italy, Trinity Vicinity, Quaker Hill, West Hill, I believe, Compton Village, East Side Wilmington, Delaware, South Bridge, South Wilmington, yeah, South Bridge or South Wilmington, um, Midtown Brandywine, I might only be able to afford to live within the city limits of Wilmington, Delaware if I don't take care of my house right now. And I might be living within the city limits of Wilmington, Delaware forever. But that's not going to happen because I'm going to take care of my house that I live in right now so I could get something better in the future. Yeah, I'm going to take care of the house I live in right now so I could get something better in the future. A bigger and better house, and it might be in a better neighborhood than the one I live in right now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try my best to stop complaining about where I live and be grateful for how I live because I have a good life. And there are plenty of people that live within the city limits of Wilmington, Delaware that have really good lives. And there are plenty of people that live in neighborhoods like the Ninth Ward area of Wilmington, Delaware, or the North Brandywine neighborhood of Wilmington, Delaware, Cool Spring, Tilton Park, Hilltop, or Trinity vicinity that still have good lives. And I live in like the Ninth Ward area. I think the neighborhood I live in, they consider it the Ninth Ward area or the North Brandywine neighborhood of Wilmington, Delaware. And I live there and I still have a good life. But I don't I didn't think so because I kept complaining about where I live. But I'm gonna stop that because that might not help or change anything. So from now on, I'm gonna try my best to stop complaining about where I live and be grateful for how I live because I have a good life. All right. Yeah, and I'm gonna also try to focus on doing what I need to do and what I'm supposed to do, and not what I want to do. And I'm gonna try to focus on oh, so when I'm at home, I'm gonna try to focus on doing things productive and positive, and I'm gonna also try to not be on my screen too much. I'm gonna try not to be on my electronics too much, and I'm gonna try to find other things to do. Maybe I should be on my electronics for 10 or 15 minutes, and then after that, I should probably get off of my electronics and find, excuse me, something else to do. I could probably read a book for about a half an hour, do a reading enrichment activity, do a puzzle, play some board games, play some games. Give me a second. I could play board games. I could find productive things to do other than being on my electronics all day. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find productive things to do other than being on my electronics all day. I'm gonna try to find productive and positive things to do other than being on my electronics. Read a book for about a half an hour. Do a reading enrichment activity, art project. Uh, I could doodle on a piece of paper. I could take a walk break. I could play some board games, some games. Um, I could, I could, oh, I could even play instruments, but I don't have any, but maybe I could be a good, I could play instruments. I could even play instruments. And I could even play some sports too. Or I could even do some schoolwork at home. Or I could do some homework. So I could even be prepared for high school. Maybe I should practice some calculus. So by the time I get to high school, I'll already know how to do calculus. I could do some schoolwork at home so I could be prepared. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some schoolwork so I could be prepared for high school. I'm going to find productive things and positive things for me to do at home other than being on my electronics all day. Yeah, I'm going to try to find some positive and productive things for me to do other than being on my electronics all day. All right, guys, me and Caesar, actually, this was a video of the Positive Anthony, and we had conversations about other topics. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, goodbye.